Felinamika Oya'iao, everyone. My name is Lāhela. I am the ʻAlele, the reporter for Kamāmaluʻula News, hashtag KMU Our Hawaiʻi. This piece is not going to be about Kaleikoa Kaeoʻs court case and the denial of his rights to speak Hawaiian. It is a fact you can speak Hawaiian in court. You have every right to do so. This is going to be about the press. Okay? Now, when we first started following this story, we pulled as many videos for people who could be there, and we brought them onto Kamāmaluʻula News, the Facebook page. We did not adulterate them. We just said what was in the video and then left the full video on there. So thank you to Napua Greg and Thomas Cray. Sorry, not too sure how to exactly pronounce the last name. But what I really want to focus on is the fact that we need a strong national media, and that's what Kamāmaluʻula News is about, and why we do what we do as much as we can do. If you watched, like most of the people in Hawaii who weren't, on Facebook all day trying to find more information, trying to find eyewitness accounts like we were, you're relying on KITV, Hawaii News Now, or something like that. Let me tell you the problem with that, okay? For those who watch the KITV broadcast, you will definitely notice that the entire tone of it was already preset as to how they wanted you, the viewer, to accept it or take it in. Instead of using the main message of Napua Greg's entire, I believe it's 7, almost 8 minutes long, which was the denial of our very existence in court because someone uses ʻōlelo Hawaii, someone uses the language of our nation, okay? Which, whether you're looking at the occupational government, the state of Hawaii, or you're looking at the kingdom, both are bilingual. So there is no ifs, ands, or buts about it, okay? The main message of what she was talking about was the denial of our very existence, because we choose to assert that fact that we have the right to do that. Okay? What clip did KITV actually put out? They put out a ridiculously short clip. I believe the only words that she said were, she was emotionally distressed, and then the words, we teach our children in Punaleleo and our language, why do we even bother? And cut. That's exactly what they cut, okay? So it furthers, let me tell you what that actually does. It furthers the image of the Hawaiian victim, okay? The poor Hawaiian, oh, you poor little brown person, and oh, so sad. But it also reaffirms to the audience who are listening on a subconscious level that, yeah, why do you bother? Why do you bother doing what you have the right to do? Okay? They could have chosen any clip. That's the one they went with. All right? Now, moving on to, I believe it was Hawaii News Now or something like that. They then used part of Thomas Craig, I believe, or Cray. They used part of your interview with Kaleikoa, and they used their footage inside the courthouse, because I believe Mileka or somebody are there on KITV, but the footage was shared around of inside the court, and even that was pretty chopped up. KITV, again, they chopped it up to make it seem like the judge, and you have to heavily edit very specific seconds in there, okay, to make it seem like the judge was trying to be reasonable. But that's how the edited clip looked, okay? Another thing, even Maui Now, which had some of the first clips put on there. Now, the problem with that is that a lot of the clips that they were using, they were taking and then editing. And I don't know if anybody even noticed this, but they used other people's clips, and I did not see anywhere as to, where somebody could see the original clip, the full length, even credit to the person who actually did it. Now, maybe behind the scenes they asked for permission. Honestly, I highly doubt it. These are multiple failings in the press, and not just, I mean, because Maui now it's a pretty small organization when you look at the size of KITV and the size of like Kauai News Now or something like that, okay? But it's also the system by which the press operates and how they do things. Oh, okay, Napua's live feed is public, so therefore I'm just going to take it and then I'm going to edit it how I want, okay, to the narrative that I want to present to the public. The facts are irregardless. The main message of what she talked about was regardless of that. I'm just going to make this little thing, okay? There are inherent flaws with the American way of doing the press, okay? If you've watched all of our interviews that we did at Iolani Palace, or the live feeds that we did from the Peace March from Mauna Ala down to Iolani Palace, what actually made it up onto the news? Oh, the clip where all the OHA people came in the front, but weren't actually in the march. So, you know, or they focus on Waihe'e, or they focus on all these other individuals that, quite frankly, now people are accusing as co-opting the entire Peace March and the entire point. Now, irregardless of that, it's the press who chooses what is going to go out, okay? And when you're big enough, like the major news organizations, and when you operate on a system that says, I get to decide how things go, how things are said, and in what order and in what availability as well, then you really need to start questioning, why are we buying into that system? I have tried to reach out to more people, and I will be at the rally that's going to be had tomorrow on Oahu, down at, I believe, the Supreme Court from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. And I'm going to be interviewing people about why they're there, what is their motivation to be there. We do not, to the best of our abilities, we do not edit, okay? There's no excuse. I don't care what you say, okay? There's no excuse. There should always be a either link to the raw version, or the raw version should come out, or you should just get it right the first time, okay? This is the age of social media. There is no excuse for snip, 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 okay? Unless you are trying to make something very compact, and then even then, you should absolutely be linking or saying, this is where you go for the full-length interview. This is, and making it easy to inform people. That's the point of the press, to inform people of what the hell is going on, okay? I know this is a little bit long, I mean, especially for the internet. 8 minutes or going on 10 minutes, it's going to be really long. But I really want to reach out to people and say that, come over to Kamāmaluʻula News. Let us show you that we are needed in the community. And not just the community. We are needed in our country. We have not had a national news media source for about 100 years, okay? And even after the occupation started, we still had our nupepa, our newspapers, okay? The fact that we don't have any of those anymore just goes to show how insidious the occupational system works, and how much the framing that they do of our narrative, of our mana'o, of our lives and our country is being framed by someone else. Okay, so I do ask, go to our Facebook page, Kamāmaluʻula News, check it out, see for yourself what we do, and we do it to the best of our ability. We are a 2-person team, okay? I really want people to realize that we exist to fill a very glaring and obvious need. There needs to be more transparency, and there needs to be a media that actually serves our country and our citizens, and not some ridiculous occupational government mentality that we are only good enough to speak Hawaiian when it's entertainment. We are only good enough to speak, period, when it's non-threatening, whatever that even means, or that it can only be in a certain time, in a certain place, in a certain way, in a certain format. No, we are here to say at Kamamaluʻula News, we are here to do a job. We do it as well as we can, and we do it for our nation, and it's needed. So please, I ask you, go to Kamamaluʻula News, check out our Facebook page, see for yourself the full live feed from the Pua, the full live feed from Thomas, the full live feed interviewing Kohoʻokahi. See for yourself what's actually going on. All right, we'll see you in the future. Bilina me ke aloha. That means I greet you with the truth. And that's all we're here to put out. For all of you, for our citizens, and for our country. Until next time. Aloha.